Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to Thrive with Stride. So, we have some great news about as ever. Oh my goodness. So, I am here on the website right now, and it says here last chance order by the 5th, of February with standard shipping, or the 8th of February with expedited to get it in time for Valentine's Day. Her Valentine collection is here, and it has been here. It has been here. And it says here, okay, explore the collection. So right now, limited edition, she has the Valentine's Edit, curated exclusively for the holiday, $185. Guys, you have all four of the beautiful chocolates. You have um, a jam, and you have like a couple of jams actually, and you have the candle and floral sprinkles. So it's beautiful. And there's also the sweetheart bundle, a little love note wrapped and ready, $92. So Megan's business, guys, is flourishing. She also has the limited edition, the white chocolate and floral sprinkles duo. And it says here, our garden inspired pairing for sweet moments. So yeah, and then she also has the signature fruit spread gift box. Raspberry, orange, marmalade, and strawberry for $42. So there are some good bundles going on. And let's see. As far as the candles go, they have the signature candle number 519, Moroccan mint, cardamom, and tea leaves for $64. And yeah, I mean, she has a good set of stuff available. Well, that's the long and short of the story. But yeah, so guys, I just wanted to start off with something positive because this video is, shall we say, it's going to be informative. It's going to be informative because there's a lot of stuff going on that is not pleasant right now. And yeah, I just wanted to start off with something sweet and something fun. Meghan's business. And thank God that Meghan and Harry left when they did, because they left when things were normal in the royal family. Let's put it that way. And people have been celebrating, the people who love Harry and Meghan have been celebrating the fact that they chose to get out early. They have been out of that country, well, out of that, the institution for the last 6 years actually. It's been 6 years, right? They left in 2020. This is 2026. I mean, the way that they talk, the people keep talking about them, you would think that they just left yesterday. But it's been a good 6 years, and I am happy to say that Meghan and Harry, guys, have made the right decision to get out. They even left before the Queen passed. I mean, she's right now getting her name dragged in the mud because of the whole Epstein and Andrew situation. Yeah, so it's interesting because now we are to the point where people can't hide from the fact that the royal family obviously knew a lot of stuff that was going on, and yeah, they can't hide from that. They can't hide from it, guys. It is a very, very, very simple to me. And, headlines like these, right? Oh, he's in, you know, they're out. Yeah, this was a actual headline, and I showed this before when they thought that this was clever, and I knew one day it would come back to bite them straight in the ass, and it has. This is the day that it's definitely biting them in the behind to say that, they're not protecting Harry and Meghan, but they were protecting Pedrew. And also, somebody put this together, and I thought this was interesting. The Daily Mirror had this whole article here, front page, talking about Harry and Meghan going to on Oprah and leaving the royal family. They really thought that was the worst royal crisis in 85 years. They thought that. Not to know that, I mean, the way how they had it so perfectly cast. They had Harry and Meghan so perfectly cast as the most horrible people that have ever walked the face of the earth. Not to just realize that the actual worst royal crisis is actually this guy. Yeah, the boring prince. The boring prince. Yeah. I find it delicious that it's coming back to bite them in the arses. It's coming back to bite them right in the arse. I kind of like saying that word arse. I don't know why. But guys, let's see what the Ministry of Hacks has to say about our boy Andrew and his association with Epstein and the royal family. Take a look.
Friends, Wednesday afternoon in the UK, and things are getting worse for the family that didn't want a black woman to be part of them and drove her back to her home country. Further revelations dropping as we speak, literally every day. And bad news for Andrew, because it turns out in his BBC Newsnight interview, he said he had no recollection of meeting Virginia and suggested that the photo wasn't real. Well, I'm afraid it is real, because Ghislaine's confirmed it in emails to Epstein, saying it was real, she was in the photograph, she clearly remembers it being taken, and Andrew did meet the lady in question. It's just off the scale madness, isn't it? So yep. Andrews claims that he wasn't a friend of Epstein, destroyed by email evidence and photographs. Andrews claimed that he never saw any girls or anything dodgy going on, destroyed by emails and photographs. Andrews claimed that he never met Virginia, and the photograph is real, destroyed by emails and the photograph. The list goes on and on. Whew. Meghan and Harry, I am so glad you escaped this family, because believe me, if you were in the UK and still a part of this mess, you would be getting the blame for it. Let's see what happens overnight and tomorrow. Comments are open as ever. My opinion's not important, but yours is. Let me know what you think.
Totally. Thank you so much, Ministry of Hacks. Go follow him, by the way. Totally. I am so happy that Harry and Meghan, like I said, left 6 years ago. They've been piping, listen, the British press have been piping on about it for years, but I'm glad that they left. But here to tell you a little bit more about this is Dr. Shola, and she will put it
Will the alleged pedophile, formerly known as Prince, please stand up? Andrew, what are you doing down there? How are you going to explain this, huh? Is this another... Recollections may vary.
You can't explain
God
it.
Punish you people. You know, as egregious as I find these images and the correspondence between Andrew and Epstein, like Andrew inviting Epstein to Buckingham Palace for privacy and something to eat after he had been convicted, huh? And Andrew asking Epstein, how does it feel to be free? Free from what? He knew exactly what he was being convicted of, and he was now being free from. You know, that's egregious, but it's not the most egregious thing. The most egregious thing is that the royal family knew. They knew what he had done, what he was up to, and they closed ranks around him to defend him for years. And by doing that, they denied accountability and justice for his victims. And you know what? By doing that as well, they were protecting the pedophile ringmaster Epstein himself. Wasn't it that had much to you in October 2025 when King Charles stripped Andrew of his prince title and evicted him from the royal mansion? People, I need you to understand this. For the royal family to publicly denounce and throw out a member of their own to protect themselves tells you this is like tsunami levels of badness. And they had already spent years defending him.
Well,
so
they
I
did it to Harry and Meghan.
that they knew months ago what was in the contents of the Epstein files, and they knew they would not be able to protect themselves, so they wanted to get ahead of it, and that's why they did this. They've been knowing something, and they knew he did something, and now they want to act like we've got nothing to do with it. Bullshit. The royal family birthed this monster. The royal family enabled and aided this monster. The royal family thinks they can walk away without accountability.
Oh, yeah.
We should tell them hell to the freak no. The UK government also knew. There's no freaking way. I mean, now the PM is saying, oh, we urge you to cooperate. We urge you to go testify before US Congress. Why didn't you tell them that years ago? Why didn't you compel him to go testify years ago? Why did the British government do everything in its power to seek the accountability and justice that it claims, you know what, the victims deserve? They deserved it years ago. And let me tell you this. The removal of his prince title was done so swiftly and quite in collaboration and conjunction between the government and royal family. You know they knew something. You know they're trying to cover all their own asses. You know that. So I have this question for you people. When are you going to hold to account all those who enabled, enforced, aided and abetted the monsters in this pedophile ring?
Yeah, the passion in Dr. Shola. The passion in Dr. Shola. Guys, also, take a look at what was happening outside of Buckingham Palace earlier. Yeah. Republic is doing God's work right now. Yeah, they are doing God's work right now.
Good morning. Will the royal family help the Epstein investigation?
Your Majesty.
Do you have a message for Epstein's victims, Your Majesty?
No. Your Majesty had nothing to say. She doesn't care about the victims.
Good morning, Your Majesty. Good morning.
That's what I get from that.
The Epstein investigation?
What do you guys get from that?
Do you have a message
the fact
for Epstein's
that
victims,
their
Majesty?
so-called queen just walked and back, and she didn't even look. It's like, how entitled can you be that you're supposed to be some queen and you can do that? And the fact that that woman that they decided to call a queen can hear that her subjects are asking her questions, and the woman just turns her back, and this woman is supposed to be an advocate for women, apparently. I don't know what kind of crap that is, but that's what she apparently, she had some charity about women and battery and all these things, and women who need help, and she does not care about the victims of Epstein and Andrew, right? She doesn't care. That's why I don't care about the titles or anything to do with the royal family. The titles don't mean anything. And this guy will put it into perspective. Take a look at this.
And Prince Andrew, I don't care that they've removed his titles, because I know people are talking about that it's not enough to remove his titles, that there should be prosecution, there should be jail time, and I agree with that. But also, the reason why I don't think it's okay to stop calling him Prince Andrew as soon as something bad happens is because it protects, really, the royal family. It protects the monarchy. It makes sure that the concept of prince and king aren't associated with this kind of behavior, even though we've seen that for most of our lives, this behavior has been associated with the monarchy. Just changing it at the end doesn't change the fact that this was the case for most of our lives. This went on for years. So you're just protecting the royal family as an institution. And it protects the idea that some people should be born into a situation where they're automatically given power, privilege, status, money, just because of who they happen to be born by. That's who you're protecting by stripping him of the title, dissociating it from it. Whereas we've been paying, taxpayer money has been going to protecting this guy for a very long time. Well, for more than I've been alive. The guy's older than me. He's been around longer than I've been alive. Yeah, he's Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew is the nonce.
Yeah, I totally agree with him because, yeah, call him Prince Andrew. Because it goes to show that these people They're trying to protect themselves. That's why they supposedly stripped him of his titles. They want to make us think that the titles mean something when they don't. They simply don't. So I don't care about the titles, and I don't care about them trying to say, oh, he's no prince anymore. Yeah, he's still a prince. He always will be. There you go. Because as we speak, he is still living on those estates, those castles and palaces, and he still has that lifestyle until he goes to jail, guys. I don't care anything that these people have to say. But guys, take a look at this video. I came across this on Twitter. This was so interesting because I saw this a few years ago and it has resurfaced with all the crazy stuff that's going on. Take a look at this.
3 years. I've had this interview with Virginia Roberts. We would not put it on the air. First of all, I was told, who's Jeffrey Epstein? No one knows who that is. This is a stupid story. Then the palace found out that we had her whole allegations about Prince Andrew and threatened us a million different ways. We were so afraid we wouldn't be able to interview Kate and Will that also quashed the story. And then Alan Dershowitz was also implicated. Insurers, she had everything. She was in hiding for 12 years. We convinced her to come out. We convinced her to talk to us. It was unbelievable what we had. Clinton, we had everything. I tried for 3 years to get it on, to no avail, and now it's all coming out, and it's like these new revelations, and I freaking had all of it. I'm so pissed right now. Like, every day I get more and more pissed because I'm just like, oh my God, what we had was unreal. Other women backing it up. Hey, yep. Brad Edwards, the attorney, 3 years ago, saying there will come a day when we will realize Jeffrey Epstein was the most prolific pedophile this country has ever known. And I had it all 3 years ago.
So this just goes to show that a lot of these people that are in the media who are covering up for these people, and when it actually comes out, then they're like, oh, I knew about this years ago. We wanted to have a relationship with the royal family, and that's why we didn't say anything, or we didn't do the job that we were going to do. They didn't do their jobs. Yeah, I don't care what these people say after, to be honest. But I thought that was interesting. Another thing that I have been taking a look at is, or a friend, Nicki Minaj, used to be friend, I should say. I find it so interesting that she has gone full MAGA. Full MAGA, yeah. Mm-hmm. And the fact is, MAGA has fooled Nicki Minaj. Donald Trump has fooled her. I would think that she would have had more sense than that. And then I saw a clip as well of Miss Minaj talking about, Harry and Meghan should have stayed. The only people who are saying that right now are the people who are numb and people who just don't know what the hell's going on, because she looks numb and she doesn't look like she knows what's going on in the world right now. I saw that video of her talking about, Harry and Meghan should have stayed. Anybody who would say that right now are not being honest with themselves. They're not being honest. And anybody who is now becoming a fan of Donald Trump, they have definitely lost the plot. I understood this maybe a year or two ago. If somebody was trying to be MAGA, I would have understood it then. I don't understand it now. After you see all the stuff that has been going on with ICE and all the crazy tariffs and all the crazy shit that Donald Trump did, and he's continuing to do. So anybody who is going out on a limb for him now, I don't understand them. But I do understand, though. I think what she's doing is she's trying to get a pardon for her husband and her brother. That's what I think is happening here. But guys, I wanted to share this with you. This is so funny. Somebody did this. They made this. Take a look at this. Look at this.
This rocket is tremendous. The best rocket, believe me. We're going to space, folks. It's going to be huge. This rocket is tremendous. The best rocket, believe me. We're going to space, folks. It's going to be huge.
He is totally on his way to trumpeter. Somebody was like, "Oh, let's send him to Jupiter, and then he can change it to trumpeter when he gets there." But yeah, that was kind of funny. But yeah, so this TikToker made this video here about or a good good friend or ex friend I should say, Nicki Minaj, who is sleepwalking into I don't know oblivion for her crazy obsession, it looks like, with this Donald Trump mess. Take a look at
Nicki Minaj, and she didn't even see it coming. Nicki Minaj went online earlier this week bragging about receiving a Trump gold card and being one step closer to citizenship. But it turns out she was completely bamboozled, and here's what people need to understand. Donald Trump created the gold card concept as a way for wealthy individuals like Nicki Minaj to fast-track their pathway to citizenship by paying $1 million or more to the U.S. Treasury. Nicki, however, claimed she received the card for free, and now we know why. Because the card she was given is completely fake. Yes, fake. Nicki even showed off the card online and told fans she was currently finalizing her citizenship paperwork. But here's where it gets messy, because the White House just shut her down and released a statement denying that Nicki Minaj ever received an official gold card. As a matter of fact, a White House official told the press the card Nicki Minaj received was nothing more than a memento, which means it has no legal value and no impact on her citizenship process. Now, this is especially awkward, considering the female rapper has previously admitted she came to the United States illegally.
Yeah, I do think that she's trying to get a pardon for her boyfriend, no, sorry, for her husband and her brother, and she's probably trying to get that citizenship, that illustrious citizenship that she doesn't have at the moment. So yeah, I believe that's what's happening here. It's a pity. It's a pity, and it's crazy. That's why I actually talked about it a little bit. But yeah, but you know what? I'm going to end off with something sweet, something nice, something positive. The fact that Meghan's business, despite the crazies trying to destroy it, is doing really well. You know what? I have this video here. You know what? I wasn't going to put it in here today. It's about this woman that is trying her best to destroy Meghan's business, basically. And Notorious JTB is going to help us out here. Take a look at this.
Gifted an as ever candle from someone over at Netflix. Oh, it's a candle, right? What do you do with a candle? You're supposed to light it. How? How can I light a candle that lacks a wick?
Dana, you pulled the wick out and acted confused. Congratulations, you got your clicks. By farming Meghan hate bait. Well done, Jimmy Neutron. Let's walk through this slowly, IMAX Dome. You get on camera, you hold up the as ever candle, you widen your eyes like you're about to expose a felony. You say, guys, how am I supposed to light this? Forehead frontier ma'am. You removed the wick, full stop. You pulled it out, hit record, and tried to sell confusion like it was breaking news. Ever heard of quality control? And then when people called it out, suddenly Meghan Markle fans are the worst. They're mean. They attack.
It's the Meghan Markle fans. Meghan Markle fans are worse than Taylor Swift fans. They're worse than Candace Owens fans. They are the worst, meanest, attacking people.
Oh, so now it's the fans. You acted so stressed, I thought your 5-head was going to become 6. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, is the most bullied person on the internet. For years, it's been non-stop headlines, conspiracy theories, dog whistles, daily harassment. Of course her supporters are ferocious. Of course they don't sit quietly when something smells staged. We are battle tested. You wanted to stage a gotcha moment over a candle. A candle! And when it didn't land, you ran straight into the crazy fans narrative. Like YT women tears. Sounds like your little YT sensibilities couldn't handle getting clocked, huh? You even gave the dramatic confession, I'm not a Meghan fan.
Now, listen, I'm not a Meghan fan, okay?
That's the tell. That exposes exactly how willing you are to lie in order to drag Meghan's name in the mud. I half expected you to be smarter, considering your frontal squama's dimensions. But it must be there's one car in a 3-car garage. So much empty space. And that smug little as ever as if. You really thought you ate with that one. But really, it's giving basic YT girl energy. You're so basic, you're predictable. If Meghan's fan base intimidates you, maybe it's because they clock nonsense fast. Maybe it's because they've watched years of smear campaigns and developed pattern recognition. You tried to create a scandal. Instead, you got attention. You say Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex fans are the meanest? Hello, I'm the notorious JTB. I'm the meanest baddie of them all. Next time, leave the wick alone and leave Meghan alone. Pro tip, girl, get yourself some gay friends. Your hairstyle does nothing for your hairline. It's giving Megamind without the mind aesthetic. And if you have gay friends, get new ones, because they're lying to your face. But I guess birds of a feather. And this question is for the squad. Why is it always the ones that look the roughest have the most to say? Seriously. And that's the read. This is the Notorious JTB, notoriously opinionated, signing out.
Yes, thank you so much, Notorious JTB. Go follow Notorious JTB. He also is on YouTube as well. He is so good at putting things into perspective. I mean, there's some people who can do it way better than me. So you know what? I have the channel, but yeah, I'll put them together. I'll put it all together and make it easier for you to digest. But yeah, some people are really good at doing that, and he's one of them, putting it all together in one little soundbite. But yeah, so listen, these people need to get sued. They are trying actively to destroy Meghan's business, and that's how I see it. I see it as they're trying to destroy her business. That's all I'm saying. That's all I see it as, and I believe Meghan should get her lawyers in, her as ever lawyers, in order to start suing people, or at least send out some letters to them, letting them know to cease and desist from lying about my company and trying to defame my company. That's what I would do if I was Meghan. I think she needs to do that. Don't give these people not even an inch, because they will take advantage of it. They need to be sued. They need to be threatened. That's what they need. Otherwise, they will not, and they will try to destroy her business. Her business, which is flourishing and successful. That's all I got to say about it. But guys, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Listen, if you've sent any super chats or super stickers, I really do appreciate it. Thanks for supporting my channel. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Have a great one, guys. Bye-bye.